हेलो। आज हम साइंस में चैप्टर सेकंड शुरू करने जा रहे हैं। इसका सेकंड वीडियो है न्यूट्रिशन इन एनिमल्स। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। आज का हमारा टॉपिक है ह्यूमन डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम। ह्यूमन डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम basically consists of a canal that is called alimentary canal and some associated glands, salivary glands, liver and pancreas. Our human digestive system has various organs which collectively perform digestion in a human body. First of all, see this figure. This is the level diagram of human digestive system. It starts from the mouth and various organs are food pipe, which is also called esophagus, stomach, small intestine and large intestine. Finally, the undigested food remove out through the anus. Some associated glands, salivary glands, liver and pancreas also helps in the digestion of food. They release some juices which helps in the digestion of food. Now see from first stage. The mouth, which consists of buccal cavity. First of all, food is taken into the body through our mouth, and in mouth the food starts break down into small pieces with the help of our teeth, tongue and salivary glands. Salivary glands release saliva which helps in mixing saliva with the food and food becomes soft. That's why the food easily runs through the food pipe and goes into the stomach. And the second organ, that is called food pipe, and it is also called esophagus. It is a tube-like structure which is you see in this figure. This is esophagus or food pipe. Simply we will say that it connects the mouth and the stomach, so food easily runs to the stomach through this food pipe. The partially converted food goes to the stomach from mouth by a process that is called peristalsis. In this peristalsis process, the food pipe muscles contracts and relax continuously and producing a wave-like movement that helps to push the food forward and the food easily reaches to the stomach. The process is called peristalsis. Peristalsis process. The third organ is stomach, where the digestion of food takes place. The inner lining of the stomach secretes some digestive enzymes or digestive juices as well as mucus and hydrochloric acid, as you see here. The mucus protect the inner lining of the stomach from the hydrochloric acid. As the name, it is an acid, and we know that the hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. It means it may be harm the inner cell of our stomach. So, to protect the inner lining of cells of our stomach, the mucus helps our inner lining cells of the stomach, and hydrochloric acid also helps to kill any bacteria which enter into our stomach along with our food which we eat, and provide our stomach an acidic medium, because in digestion of food the medium will be acidic. That's why the digestion takes place properly. Some digestive juices also released by the inner lining of the stomach. They enhance or break down the proteins present in food which we eat into simpler substances. So, these digestive juices are also necessary, or we can say helpful, in the digestion of the food. The partially digested food, here is digestion of food not takes place fully, because only food break down into smaller pieces, simpler substances, but actually the what nutrients present in our food which we eat, the all nutrients absorbed, maximum nutrients, almost nutrients absorbed when your food goes into the small intestine. Here, small intestine about in length 7.5 meter long, and it is divided into three parts: jejunum, duodenum, and ileum, and all three parts food goes into three stages. first food into jejunum, then duodenum, and finally it reaches to ileum. And in small intestine, what nutrient present in the food is absorbed by some specific cells called villi. These are finger-like cells which provide more surface area, or we can say larger surface area, that easily the nutrients present in the food digested, absorbed, and reaches to our bloodstream from this small intestine. So that means the food is absorbed in small intestine with the help of villi cells, and that villi cells provide larger surface area in absorbing the nutrients. Then the undigested food or waste substances which present after the absorption of the food which is taken place in small intestine, they runs into the large intestine, and the most important function of the large intestine is that here what water, what amount of water present in the undigested food is absorbed by large intestine, and the undigested food becomes solid, and finally it goes into the rectum, and from where it removed out from the body through anus. The main function of large intestine is it helps to remove the undigested food from the body, and it absorbs water molecules from the undigested food. The small intestine is about 7.5 meter long, as I said before, and large intestine is about 2.5 or 2 to 3 meter long. But why it is called small intestine and this is called large intestine? Because of only their diameter. The diameter of the small intestine is smaller, or we can say look like a narrow tube, and in comparison to this, the diameter of large intestine is larger. That's why not consider the length of small and large intestine. It is considered on the basis of their cross-sectional area, means diameter of these intestines. That's why the smaller cross-sectional area or diameter of intestine is called small intestine, and the intestine having larger cross-sectional area or larger diameter is called large intestine. The small intestine complete digestion of food takes place. Here the liver, this is liver, it secretes a juice that is called bile. It is temporarily stored into gallbladder. When the juice is required in the digestion of food, the gallbladder releases the bile juice which helps in the digestion of food, and pancreas also secretes a pancreatic juice. This pancreatic juice is called insulin, the, which is not mentioned in this book, but the juice secreted by the pancreas is called insulin, and it breaks down the means insulin breaks down the fat molecules completely into fatty acids and glycerol. And this pancreatic juice also break down the starch, means carbohydrate, and proteins into simpler form. The walls of the small intestine digestive juice called interstitial juice. Means pancreas is mostly responsible for the breaking down of complex substances like protein, fats, and carbohydrates molecules into simpler molecules. And I already said the absorption of nutrients from the digested food takes place in a small intestine, and it is taken by a different type of cells that is called villi. The main role or function of villi is it increase the surface area, which you already said, area of the small intestine for the rapid means fast absorption of nutrients from the digested food. In large intestine, it is about 1.5 meter long, but its cross-sectional area or diameter is larger. That's why it is called large intestine, and it absorbs most of the water from the undigested food material. And finally, the undigested food is removed from the body through anus. This is called digestion. The removal of undigested food from the body. That process is called digestion. Already I have said the human digestive process takes place in 5 stages. First of all, ingestion of food takes place through mouth, and digestion, absorption of food, assimilation, and finally digestion. Here okay, next I will teach in my next class. Now I will give you some homework on the basis of this class. note down this question. Question number 46. What is meant by digestion? Name the various organs of human digestive system. Already I said buccal cavity, food pipe, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, anus. Also name the associated glands, salivary glands, liver and pancreas. Answer of this question. Draw a label diagram of the human digestive system. So this is your homework. Only one question.